We back and ready. We back and ready. We'll be waiting for y'all to come through. Waiting for y'all to come through. Y'all see the topic. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. So, should the NAACP apologize to Nicki Minaj and Rihanna seemingly cuts ties with Nicki Minaj? So, we're going to get into that. We're into both of those things. Should the NAACP apologize to Nicki Minaj and Rihanna? Seems like she is done with Nicki Minaj again. All right? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Set up the chat for all messages. Put a one in the chat. If y'all can hear me, y'all, come on. I need to see a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Ah. Make sure I can hear me if I'm coming through. Let's see something here. So as we know, the Image Awards was on, right? The Image Awards was on. And a lot of the Barbs were not happy. The Image Awards was on. And a lot of the Barbs were not happy. The Image Awards was on. And a lot of the Barbs were not happy. The Image Awards was on. Right, so that definitely came through. Okay. Right, so the Image Awards. The Image Awards is on. Put a one in the chat once you're in here, so we're going to get it going. We're going to wait for a couple more people to get in here, and we got to have a conversation. And what we're having a conversation about is the Image Awards. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button coming through the door. The Image Awards and Rihanna seemingly done with Nicki Minaj for a second time. And this time it might be the end. All right? So what we're going to do is, once a couple more people get in here, y'all make sure that y'all hit the like button coming through the door. It's going to be a quick one, and then we're going to follow up on Twitch tomorrow. We'll have the Heaven Hollywood Experience on Twitch tomorrow. We'll go with full blast. Who's in here? Put a one in the chat so I can see you. Also hit the like button coming through the door. Where my people at? Let me see who's in here. Can't see who's in here. I just see a number of people. Somebody say something in the chat, y'all. Put a one in the chat so I can see y'all, man. Can't see y'all on this. It just lets me know how many people in here. I'm gonna translate, commentary, moderation. Who's in? Y'all put a one in the chat, man. Make sure you hit the like button coming through the door so I can see y'all. I want to see who's in here, man. I want to see who's in here. What's up, Tammy Shaklin? Hit a, let me know. Everybody put a one down so you can say where y'all from, man. And also hit the like button. We about to get into this exclusiveness. Hit it, what up? Check out Musty Box. Tell her to get out the chat. What's up? What's up? Tammy. Okay, Tammy from NC. Okay. Okay, shout out to NC. Where you from? Charlotte? Greensboro? Fayetteville? Um, Raleigh? Charlotte? Um, Chapel Hill? Okay. Raleigh. Okay, Raleigh in the building. My daughter, rest in peace, was from Raleigh. She passed away in 2016. My daughter, Cindy, rest in peace. It's my princess. Right, so listen, man. Real quick, this whole Image Awards thing has taken on a life of its own. What's up, Moon Dust? The building. Y'all make sure that y'all add me right now before you forget if you do not have me on Twitch. So twitch.tv and the name is Heaven Hollywood because this is where most of my lives are now. I just happened to come on here tonight because well the break, of the news, the exclusive item. I wanted to get it out there so by tomorrow it'll be a day old already, but I wanted to get it out here on the YouTube. So the first thing is the whole thing with the Image Awards. They've now taken a lot of letters and emails, and I guess they're trying to start a petition or what have you. And at the Image Awards for telling the joke that had Nicki Minaj. And now here's the one. My only thing about that is it's not as though as Dion Cole stood up there and just only told the joke about Nicki Minaj and then didn't say anything else about anybody else. He did this very same thing last year. All right. He did the very same thing last year. Right? So if he did the very same thing last year, y'all make sure you hit the like button coming through the door. Hit the like button, y'all. And make sure before you forget to add me on Twitch, twitch.tv, Heaven Hollywood. That's where all of my lives are now. I just happened to come on here tonight because I wanted to get this story out. And that is Rihanna and Nicki Minaj are done. Right? Nicki Minaj are done. We're going to get to that. Now, as far as the Image Awards go, like I said, Dion Cole did the same thing. Again, yes, I'll explain to you what I mean by that. Nikki Gallo. Um, the Image Awards, like any other award show, like the Grammys, like the Academy Awards are gonna be like some Golden Globes. Like they always have some sort of MC there that they're going to try to present a monologue with. If you remember, I think it was the Golden Globes last year when Nikki, what's her name? The Nikki Glazer was the MC, and she was making Diddy jokes, right? And also Kevin Hart, I forgot what he was the host of last year. Kevin Hart was making jokes about Diddy and the baby oil, and remember Jamie Foxx, his stand up, he said something about baby oil, and Will Smith when he was talking. So everybody was talking about Diddy last year. You have to remember, last year Diddy was the news. So everybody was talking about Diddy. I don't remember not one person other than myself and my boy Sean G from Podcast with Soul. I don't remember anybody trying to run the Diddy's defense. So everybody's taking, oh well, Diddy deserved it. Well, who y'all to decide who deserves it and who don't? That's picking and choosing. So the whole thing is the thing that separates me from everyone else. I'm always going to give my people the benefit of the doubt first. Right? If you have to basically go out there and murder somebody for me not for me. You know what I mean? I'm listen. If there's proof that you murdered somebody, I ain't really got no slack for you. But rumors and allegations and people making stuff up and just to get a lawsuit money and this and the other. Now I'm not with that when it comes to my people at least. They can do that with their people, and if black people want to jack that, then go right ahead. I'm not like that, right? So last year, when everybody had all these jokes about Diddy, not one person came forth and said, "Oh, you shouldn't say that. Oh, they shouldn't say that about Diddy." Not one person. So is it picking and choosing, protect black people, or don't come for black people? Is it picking or choosing, or when it only benefits, when they're not talking about the person you like? Because I'm all for uplifting black people in general. Black people in general. I got love for Diddy, just like I got love for Jay, just like I got love for any other black person. You know what I mean? But the thing is, this is the problem. You can't play victim and villain at the same time, as Beyonce says. You can't walk around and say, remember Angel Reese, when Angel Reese said, oh, if they want me to be the bad guy, I'll be the bad guy. It's cool. And then a week later, she was crying, talking about, oh, everybody's coming down. No, you can't come out and say, I'm the bad guy. Oh, this think of me the bad guy. You'll never see a bad guy like this. Remember she said that in Chung Lee? You need people like me. You need people like me. So you can call him the bad guy, Chung Lee. So you can't tell people, yeah, I'm the bad guy. Yeah, I'm the villain and I like it. I like being the villain. And then start bitching and moaning and have your fans high and crying every single time somebody throws some venom at you. This is an award show that everybody catches it. They just didn't just come up there. Right. Right, Tammy. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's the whole thing. And listen, if you're gonna be a troll, if you're gonna be a bad guy, if you're gonna talk about people and drag people, well then when they drag you, you can't go running to running to the police. That's right. Your fans, whenever she's dragging people, oh, it's Chucky memes for everybody. Chucky and Nicki is so full. Oh man, Nicki's dragging her and it's all fun and games. But then when somebody throws a little bit of joke back, not even it wasn't even that heavy. A little bit of he had two lines like it wasn't even all that for people to be getting that upset, right? She doesn't tell the bombs to attack the NAACP, but this is the thing. She didn't tell them to attack the NAACP, but they do, and she's always, oh, you get the green light, you get the green light to do this, you get the green light to do that, and she never gives them the red light. She never comes out and says, listen, y'all, stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't what we're better than that. Who cares? She never comes out and says that. And that is the issue. And it's not even a matter of whether they're gonna listen or not. But at least if she comes out and goes on record and says, listen, y'all, We're not going to be doing that. Leave them alone, or it's a joke. But she don't do that. She says, oh, instead, I give y'all the green light. And everybody knows when she says that, that means go drag people. There's no need of trying to act like it's a code word or whatever. But whenever she says, I give y'all the green light for the next hour, that means terrorize people online. That's what everybody knows, that's what it means. But the whole thing about the Image Awards is it's not like Dion Cole went up there, told a joke about Nicki and didn't joke about nobody else. He did the same thing last year. He got on Shannon Sharp, he got on other people, and they just sat there, took it, and laughed. The people, Tiana Taylor, he basically said Tiana Taylor likes girls in front of everybody. She just laughed. Right? So, I mean, it's like Nicki Minaj is not above being joked on or being clowned on. Like, lighten up. She can't go around, dragging people, and when other people get dragged, it's funny. Well, how come this ain't funny? How come I didn't see no Chucky dolls, no Chucky memes? I mean, you can't have it both ways. It's an award show. Who doesn't? They've been doing this for decades. They've been doing this for decades. And I don't see anybody else saying, "Hey, you should apologize." I don't see Shannon Sharp saying, "Oh, you should apologize to me for last year for saying that I'm stealing little boys' clothes." Nobody apologized to Diddy for all them baby oil jokes. See, that's the thing. Nobody, whenever it's somebody that people don't like, they feel as though they don't need an apology. They're black too. Megan Thee Stallion's black. SZA's black. Lizzo's black. Lil Kim's black. And that's my issue with Nicki. That is my one issue, Nicki. And people get mad because nobody wants to hold her accountable. But I'm the one that's gonna hold everybody accountable. I'm the one that's gonna hold everybody accountable. And you can't say protect black women when you just sat on that stage and condemned black women saying they being mean to white girls. Come on, man, you can't do that. But now it's protect black women. You was just on the stage talking about, oh, we got black women, you gotta stop being so mean to little white girls. What? What? Can't do that. That ain't the way it works. You was just condemning black women when you was up there on that stage with that white girl, with Erica Kurt, who was married to a man who said black women pretty much had no brains. And Erica Kurt never came out and said, no, I don't feel the way my husband feels. She was going along with it because she never came out and denied it. And her husband sat up there and said, oh, black women doesn't have enough brains to run something. You're Keisha, you're in politics. You gonna tell me that don't bother you? And then Nicki Minaj is up there caping for them, talking about, oh, I'm gonna make a record for Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's last word about Nicki Minaj is, oh, she wasn't a good role model. So when she sits up and says things like that, what does she expect to happen? What type of response does she expect she's gonna get? At the Grammy Awards, I know people who were at the Grammy Awards. At the Grammy Awards, the people that I spoke to said, you can't tell how loud that applause was from TV. He said, you think it was loud on TV? Said, You should have been in that building when he said, Nicki Minaj is not here tonight. He said the whole place erupted and applauded. That is embarrassing. I don't care what she says. She could try to act like it don't bother her. But when you have the biggest night of in the genre that you're in, the career that you're in, music, you're in music, and you got the biggest night, and the whole building is applauding because you're not there, that's embarrassing. I don't care what she says. And her fans are just too busy being fans to call it out. They don't want to call it out. They don't never want to hold her accountable for nothing. Everybody's always picking on her. It's never her fault. It's always everybody else. And that's the problem. That's what people don't like. So she's going to continue to get dragged at these places. And when you're up online and you're putting up AI photos of Jay-Z, putting up all these made up pictures, all her fans think that's funny. That's funny then. We got Chucky memes all over the place, everybody laughing and cackling, reposting. So why isn't this funny? Why isn't this funny? Why isn't there any Chucky memes for this? Oh, when it happens to her, then all of a sudden, oh my God, you got to be put in front of a firing squad. Oh, you're making fun of her. Oh, you're coming for a black woman. Oh, but she comes for black women all the time, and it's never a problem. Calls Megan Bigfoot. Do you half y'all even know what a Bigfoot is? Did y'all ever look up Bigfoot? Did y'all ever look up what Bigfoot looks like? Or did y'all just laugh because she was calling Megan that? No one seems to care when she's calling Megan that. Oh, Megan deserves it because she did a record with Cardi B, right? Oh, she used Nicki for clout and then she went off and did a record with Cardi B. So she deserves to be called Bigfoot. Again, man, you can't be the victim and the villain. You gotta pick one or the other. You can't be the victim and the villain. Just call Lizzo a fatty. It was calling Lizzo fat because Lizzo said, "Oh, you're gonna see a lot of people come out and make surprising moves because that's where the money is." Never said her name. She said you're gonna see people, and then she dragged her for that. And because Lizzo came out and said, "Oh, come on, y'all, Jay-Z on the list," she got mad because of that. Anybody that defends Jay-Z and defends Beyonce, right? Anybody that defends Jay-Z or defends Beyonce, she has a problem with. Or defends anybody. And you can't, people don't, just because people like Jay-Z, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Everybody's not going to be against Jay-Z and Beyonce like her and her fan base. The majority of the industry fuck with Jay-Z and Beyonce. And they see you dragging them every day. No, it's not like you're coming with any proof. So why are people going to be on your side if you're really, oh, he owes me $100 million? Okay, well, where's the proof? Did she ever think that maybe if she shows proof of this being true, people will side with her? If you come on and say, "Oh, Jay Z owes me $100 million," but you're not showing no proof, why would people believe you? But if you show proof that here is the proof that this man owes me money, there'll be plenty of people to be like, "Oh, okay, so since there's the receipts." But instead, you come on, dragging them, making pictures of them, AI pictures, subbing Beyonce. Then the dude from you got on Scissor because Scissor came in and said some sort of word. Didn't even say nothing about Nicki Minaj. Said some sort of word that she always says. I don't even remember the slogan that she proved that she had said in the past. Oh, she's talking about Nicki Minaj. Her fan base is the biggest case of a hit dog will holler because they're guilty. They're always defensive in every single thing. They're talking about Nicki. They're talking about Nicki. If every single thing they're talking about Nicki. Kelly Rowland went up there and he asked him. She didn't say anything on Nicki Minaj. Asked her a question about who she want to work with. She said Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Doechii. I'm about sisterhood. I'm about uplifting. The Barbs get offended. Why? Because Nicki Minaj is not about that? Oh, she's trying to shade Nicki. Why? Because you know that Nicki isn't about uplifting? You see what I'm saying? Because if why do you think every time it's something negative, why do you think it's about Nicki Minaj? Is it because you know she isn't a positive person? Dragging Kelly Rowland. For what? For what? And they do it all the time, and then people want to say, "Oh, Nicki just bought none." They always bothering her, like she minds her business, and then people just come on and start messing with her. And that's not the truth. It's not the truth. And it was just a week or two prior that they were trying to weaponize Kelly against Beyonce, saying, "Oh, Kelly was always the better singer," and then when Kelly says that about Cardi B, all of a sudden, "Oh, you can't sing. Oh, you have no career." Then they go back to the Beyonce side, just because they were just trying to weaponize Kelly against Beyonce, not even a week prior, and was saying, "Oh, Kelly's always been the best singer. Beyonce's holding her back. Beyonce never had no love for Kelly." There's another. Then as soon as Kelly says, uh, Cardi B, Doechii, and Kelly's trash. Kelly don't got putting up the net worth, comparing the net worth of them. I was like, why? Why? Every single time, and her fans never ever hold her accountable. Never. So this is the reason why, if her fans ain't gonna hold her accountable, and she's not gonna hold herself accountable, this is the reason why people drag her. People drag her. Go up. You don't want people messing with you. Stop messing with people. I don't understand why that's so hard. Why can't Nicki Minaj, at her ripe old age of what? Was she turning 43? Or she may already be 43. I think she's 42, turning 43. At her ripe age of 43 years old, why can't you just be like Mariah Carey, uh, Beyonce? You passed all that now. You come on. Why can't you just come online, talk to your fans about you and about your music? Why can't you give them the green light to say, okay, I'm giving you the green light. Go stream this for 2 hours, or go stream my other song for Trump. Why does the green light have to mean go torment somebody online? Why can't the green light mean, okay, y'all, for the next 2 hours, we're going to stream Moment for Life? Or I give y'all the green light to go stream Starships. Why does it always have to mean attack somebody? She's the only superstar that does that. She's the only superstar that does that. And that was what I said in my video. That's not queen status. And that's the reason why she doesn't get respect. The only people that respect her really are her fan base. That's it. Look at this whole entire thing. Look at the night of the Grammys when everybody laughed that she wasn't there. You didn't see Taylor Swift come to her defense. You didn't see Sabrina Carpenter come to the defense. You didn't see Billie Eilish. You didn't see her girl Ariana Grande. You didn't see Rihanna. You didn't see no celebrity come to the defense. The only person that's been defending her is MAGA. Then they're all in the politic world. So the only people that defend her now is the MAGA people. Nobody now. Rihanna pretty much is done with Nicki Minaj because she was hanging out with Don Lemon today, and I'm sure that Rihanna seen Nicki Minaj going at Don Lemon. But everyone knows that Rihanna hates Donald Trump. And regardless, if you're up on stage saying he's the greatest president, he's this and toe sucking Donald Trump to the point where he desecrates a Bible, desecrates a Bible and autographs a damn Bible like it's a baseball card. And Nikki says, "Oh, this is the greatest or a gift that most treasured gift I ever got." And this man just sat up there and said he doubts he's going to heaven. But him autographing your Bible, I bet you he can't tell you 3 scriptures out that Bible. He autographing that Bible and you say, "Oh, that's your most prized possession?" Come on, man. And you expect people to fuck with you? And I'm tired of people trying to make it, oh, just because she don't want to be a Democrat. Man, nobody gives a shit about that. Nobody gives a shit about that. If you was going to be if you're gonna support Trump, you can still support Trump and not be an a-hole. You can support Trump, but you're putting down other people in the process, and then you are you're disrespecting your people because you're building up a person who you know is a racist. So it has nothing to do with her not wanting to be a Democrat. That's that bull crap that MAGA tries to tell. You're mad because she doesn't want to be a Democrat anymore. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about you. The people that are not into politics I don't care about that left right bullshit. I never go left or right. I go to best candidate. That's who I go. I go to best candidate. I don't go left. I don't go right. I don't go Democrat. I'm independent. I vote for the best candidate. Yo, make sure you hit the like button. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm me. I vote for who's going to be the best person for me and my family. That's all I care about. I don't care whether you're a Republican. I don't care whether you're a Democrat. But what I do care about is what type of job are you going to do? I do care about whether you're a person who has no regards, who have never shown any regards or concern about anybody black. Has he opened up his mouth and mentioned those young black men who was being lynched in Georgia? He hasn't opened up his mouth yet and said anything about them black men. But if those were white men being lynched by black men, he would have been said something. But since it's young black men being lynched by white men, he don't even mention it. And you're gonna tell me that man isn't racist? He called for the execution of the Central Park Five even after they was exonerated. You're gonna tell me he's not racist? And this is who she's propping up, and then gonna gonna tell black women, oh, you don't have to um, hate on blonde hair, blue eyed women to make yourself look pretty. What? When do black women do that? I don't know no black women that do that. The hell is she talking about? But then when somebody tells a damn joke at the Image Awards, you want to complain. Oh, they're coming for a black woman. Her fan base coming for a black woman, but it was funny when she was dragging Megan. It was funny when she was dragging Little Kim. It was funny when she was dragging Lotto. It was funny when she was dragging Lizzo. It was funny when she was dragging Dolce. It was funny when she was dragging SZA. It's funny when she's subbing Beyonce. The list goes on and on and on and on. So don't give me that black woman stuff. Then there's plenty of tweets when she joined MAGA about of her fan base saying she ain't black anyway. Or saying she's not American. Oh, well, she's not American anyway. She's Trinidadian. Come on, man. Again, you can't have it both ways. Can't have it both ways, man. And I get sick of that. I get sick of the gaslighting. See, it don't work with me. They've been going back and forth with me all night long. You can keep on going back and forth with me with my engagement and just get my engagements up because it does not bother me. I can do this. I work from home. I can do this all night. I barely go to sleep anyway. I can do this all night if y'all like. But only thing I'm spitting is straight facts. You're gonna lose to me because I'm spitting straight facts. You know? Just like somebody said, ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. Right. You know what I'm saying? So she laughs at everybody. She has her fans laughing. She has her fans attacking people. She knows her fans are gonna that's what she knows her fans are gonna attack people. That's what the green light means. So they think that's funny. They think it's so funny when she's attacking everyone else. But when someone tells a damn joke that it's not like they just joked on her. When someone tells a joke in a monologue, she has a problem with it. And he need to apologize. Coming for a black woman. Oh, they need to apologize to me. Oh, we're gonna start a petition. Was y'all starting that petition when she was dragging Megan Thee Stallion and calling her a Bigfoot? And calling her the horse and where was the petition then? Her fan base seemed to love that. Her fan base had no issue with that. When she was talking about Scissor's freckles and Scissor's ugly, and her fan base is laughing and giggling, and Doechii, talking about, oh, who does Doechii bother? When did Doechii ever bother Nicki Minaj? When? They're saying, oh, she doesn't do anything. When did Doechii bother Nicki Minaj? Her fan base dragged Chloe because Chloe fucks with Cardi B. Started dragging Chloe. What did Chloe ever do? What's up, Jamila? What did Chloe ever do to anybody? Nothing. Normani, because Normani did a record with Cardi B. Normani has never disrespected Nicki Minaj, ever. But then her fan base started dragging Normani because Normani likes Cardi B and did a record with Cardi B. So this whole protect black woman thing is a farce, because you're not going to get, you want protection, then you gotta respect other black women, because these black women don't owe her no protection after you come out and say, oh, you black women need to stop being so mean to white women, and you don't need to treat white women mean. Treat the blonde-eyed and the blonde hair, blue-eyed white woman mean to make yourself feel beautiful. Bitch, what? Black women never do that. What are you talking about? You caping for them. You caping for them folks. That's all you doing. Tap dancing, shoe shining. You got MAGA behind you now. What do you care about black people? Like, get out of here, man. Everybody always want to talk about black. All she do is, and then they got to know to my her and 50 Cent. That's why they get along so good. They're the same person. Neither one of them like black people. Neither one of them like black people. Neither one of them like their own kind. And they just want to bring down people of their own kind. That's what they get off on. That's what they get off on. Bringing down people of their own kind. So there should never be a time where fans of them or any of them got a nerve to talk about black people don't show them no respect. All they do is drag black people down. So why should they show either one of those two any respect? People just think that, oh, Nicki Minaj should be allowed to do whatever she wants, say whatever she wants, and then get a pass because she's the queen of rap. No, that's not the way it works. Oh, she's so talented, she should get a pass. No, that's not the way it works. If you don't want people to drag you, guess what? Stop dragging people. Stop making memes and AI pictures about people. Stop talking and insulting people. Mind your fucking business. How about that? Try that. Nicki Minaj, try that. Come online, mind your fucking business. Talk to your fans about your music, not about Cardi B, not about Megan Thee Stallion, not about their numbers. Talk to your fans about your own numbers. about your own records, not about, oh, these girls out here are flops. Oh, this and mind your fucking business. And if you come online and just mind your fucking business, people will stop messing with you. I guarantee you, if you stop talking about people, if you stop dragging people, if you stop insulting and subbing and doing and accusing people of nonsense that you have no proof of, people will stop bothering you. People aren't just going to come online and start picking on you for no reason. You see Alicia Keys. I don't see people messing with Maya. I don't see people messing with Alicia Keys. You come online to cause trouble. That's what Nicki Minaj comes online for. She doesn't come online to use that to just talk with her fans and promote her music and hang out with her fans. She comes online to stir up trouble. That's her main goal whenever she comes online, is to stir up trouble and to let everyone know, oh, she's the best. Nobody can mess with her. This, that, and the other. Like, okay, good. So what? You're the best. So why do you keep saying it? It sounds like you're trying to convince yourself. Jocelyn, I've been trying to contact you. Like, I sent you a message to email me. You're not on my. I can't find you on Instagram. I don't think even on my Instagram. I was sitting. I don't have your email. I needed to talk with you. You don't follow me on. I don't. I haven't seen you on Twitch. Like, come on, man. You can find me. All you gotta do is I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. You can find me. I can't find you. Shoot, I'm on Facebook. I gave all my platforms. You can easily. I'm on TikTok. I haven't seen you on Twitch yet, Jocelyn. I know. That's why I'm saying you like my number one. Like I don't get why there hasn't been any communication. Johnson, you don't have an Instagram? I'm looking like you don't tell me Johnson's not on my Instagram. You don't have a Twitter. You don't have a TikTok. You don't have a. Oh my God. Yeah, I even messaged you and gave you my phone number. Like, no, you didn't text me. I was like, yo, text me. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? You act like you about to be 90. So, yeah, all my lives are on Twitch, and of course, I got the Patreon going. That Patreon is lit. Y'all make sure y'all join the Patreon. All right, Johnson, how you gonna give me your hold on. I can't send private messages on here either. I looked on your YouTube, no email. I'm like, oh my God. Damn straight. Well, your tech husband got to be able to get in contact with you. Sheesh. So now, Rihanna definitely have to figure it out. But you know, if you get off of here, if I end this live, and this is my email. Hold on. I don't even know if it's going to allow me to touch from here. Hold on a second. I'm going to put my email in here. So Rihanna, hold on. I don't know why is this all these look like Chinese writing now up here when I send my stuff. What is that? My God. What the hell is this, man? What is this Chinese writing? Like, what is this? All right, Johnson, do you see that email? Take that email down and like email me right now so I can have it. So as soon as this is over, I'm gonna email you back. So Rihanna shows up with Don Lemon. Yeah, that Chinese writing, like what is that about? Oh my God. Oh, okay. I took it off. Okay, good, I took it off. So I'm trying to find this picture here, so hold on. Rihanna was out celebrating Don Lemon's birthday. Okay. And Rihanna was with him. So that pretty much tells you right there. Look at this. Hold on. Mm, I think I can change it around. Hold on. Oh my. Yeah, so Don Lemon is with Rihanna. Hold on, let me try to turn my phone down. Let's see. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Mm. Look at this. I'm trying to hold it this way. Oh, shit. There it is. Don Lemon and Rihanna. Now, we all know that Don Lemon and Nicki Minaj was at it for like a week straight. And remember, she called for Don Lemon's arrest. Don Lemon got arrested, got out on bail, on bond. I don't think that case is going to go anywhere. So that pretty much seals the deal as far as her and Nicki Minaj's friendship goes, because I'm sure she saw what was going on. She pretty much letting everybody know that she rocks with Don Lemon. Nicki Minaj does not. And on top of that, Nicki Minaj praises Trump. Rihanna has made it known she hates Donald Trump. Remember, she was out there with the women rally, saying Trump's gotta go. She she went and did a graffiti and said "F Trump." I mean, so yeah, Johnson, you have to give me your email because something tells me that you're not going to email me. You have to listen to your tech husband. So the question remains, does the Image Awards owe Nicki Minaj an apology? The Barbs and her fan base, and then there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, um, she deserves an apology. Now, I don't think she deserves an apology because, again, nobody else is asking for one. So why does she deserve an apology? I don't get that. Um, it's not like they just made a joke about her and then they didn't make a joke about anybody else, right? So if they um if they just went out there and singled her out, then yeah, I might say, you know what? They wasn't joking on nobody else, right? They wasn't joking on nobody else, so no. I mean, yeah, they deserve an apology because they singled her out and they wasn't joking on nobody else. But Deion Cole was making jokes about other people. He made a joke about Tiana Taylor. He made a joke about 50 Cent. He made a joke about white men with Tourette's. Last year, he made a joke about Shannon Sharp. Like, he was joking about different people. And that's what happens during award shows. During the monologue, people get cracked on all the time. But it's just so right now, Nicki Minaj just made that move over to MAGA, and then everybody gonna say, "Oh, just because she's a Democrat." Like, nobody don't be caring about that Democrat and Republican BS. Nobody cares about that. Oh, she's a Republican. No. What they do care about is, regardless of whether you're voting for Trump or not voting for Trump, Snoop Dogg said he's a Trump supporter, right? But you don't see Snoop Dogg out there, you know, pushing Trump against, pushing against black agenda. You don't see him out there dragging Gavin Newsom. You don't see him out there telling black men, downing black men for not voting for Trump or saying things about black. What you don't see Snoop Dogg doing that. Ice Cube is another Trump supporter. You don't see Ice Cube doing that. He just said he's a Trump supporter. And we don't care if you who you vote for, but you should want to have the black community's best interest at hand, even if you're voting for Trump. But her thing is most black people that vote for Trump, they start going over there and trying to carry themselves like they care more about white people and about the white community than their own community. And that's when you have an issue. So that has nothing to do with her not wanting to be a Democrat. It's like so dumb. That's just this narrative that they make. Jocelyn, did you email me? That's what I'm saying. Did you email me just to lock your email in? Or if you can drop your email in the chat. And let it be an email that you respond to. Don't give me like some email that you don't respond to. Okay, baby. Right. It's not about black or it's about good and evil. Okay, so right, it's about good and evil. And again, I'm not a black or white person. But my point is, if you're going to vote for, I don't give a damn what party you vote for. You should care about, okay, what are you, Donald Trump, going to do for the black community? What are you going to do for my people? And most black people that go over there to Trump, they just start following through the MAGA and only care about what he's doing for MAGA people, which are mostly white. She starts going over there, all of a sudden she starts talking crazy against black women. Oh, we shouldn't do this and oh this like so that's the whole thing. Me, I'm not a black or white person. Like to me, I go by who was the best president. Like I always said, Obama's not my favorite president. My president is William Jefferson Clinton. Period, point blank. The greatest president of our time. And he's white. So I don't care nothing about no black or white. I care about who is going to be the best. Right. Sending out she's supporting him. This guy's sending out people to this Iran war, killing kids, and now there's soldiers who did not sign up for a war. Remember, he used that as a campaigning. Oh, I'm the president with no wars, the only president that never went to a war. Oh, I would never, he predicted, he said, oh, with me, you'll never have a war. You know what I'm saying? With me, you'll never have a war, he said. Oh, I'm the non-warring president, the only president without a war. And then remember way back in 2011, he was blaming Obama. Oh, Obama is going to try to pick a fight with Iran. He's going to try to pick a war with Iran. It's like you're trying to pick somebody trying to pick a war with Iran. Oh, that's what he's going to try to do. It's because it politically benefits him and this, that, and the other. And then look what he did. He went and did it. Everything is Obama. The man is obsessed with Obama. He is obsessed with how people, herald Obama. He's obsessed with Obama's looks. Obama looks better. He sounds better. He speaks better. He's smarter. He's more respected. He has more respect. He's more humble. He's more genuine. And this dude hates it. The women love him more. You know what I mean? And he hates it. He hates it. He's so intimidated by Obama. He's so intimidated by Obama. So that's the whole thing. Now I want to see the barbs. Whether that's are they saying anything to Rihanna? Let's see. Let me go on here and look. Hmm? Let's see. Are the barbs dragging Rihanna? Huh? Let's see if they dare say anything to her. Because she's hanging out with Don Lemon. But people have to realize something. People got to realize that most celebrities and most fan of celebrities are liberals. And the whole thing about Nicki Minaj's fan base, they try to act like they've been MAGA. And they've been, most of her fan base are gay. If you're gay, you're liberal. If you're gay, you're open, right? That means you're dating the same sex. So it's going to be very hard to find a gay conservative. I mean, because conservatives are supposed to be Christian or whatever, and Christians are supposed to be against homosexuality. So how are you going to call yourself a conservative or Republican and you date the same sex when they're against that? No, that's BS. No, that's BS because if these conservatives, right? These conservatives, they prop up man and woman. So yes, they do have something against homosexuality. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because if they are boosting Christian values, right? What are Christian values? A man, a woman, a stay-home and wife, children, not a man and a man or a woman or a woman. You never see them uh, prop up or can not condemn homosexuality. You never see them do that because if they are so-called Christian values and follow what they say and they supposed to follow what they say in the Bible, right? Well, what does the Bible say about homosexuality? Oh, man and woman, it's supposed to be man and women. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's what they're preaching. Trust me, that is what Christian and Christian nationalists and all these other people, that's what they push. That's what they push. So Rihanna has always been has always been liberal or democratic, whatever you want to say. Democrat, liberal, whatever. She's always been on that side. She's never liked Donald Trump. She's made that clear from the beginning. She's never liked Trump. And again, she people expect her. I see it, people saying, "Expect her." Oh, she's on Jay. Why? Her being up under Jay Z, she's now a billionaire. So apparently, whatever is so bad about Jay-Z, it didn't affect her. And she didn't, obviously, signing to Jay-Z was obviously the right move for her, because she was a billionaire before she was, what, 30? Or at 30? You know what I mean? She owns her own, I believe she owns her own masters now. So people wanted her to leave. She's probably looking like, why the hell would I do that? He invested into her Fenty brand. So Rihanna's probably thinking like, why would I leave Jay-Z? That's not smart business. Just because y'all don't like him? Nah, I'm not leaving Jay-Z. You know? Yeah, no, no, no. You cannot send me an email. Yeah, you just. I'm going to email you after this. Well, then, but that's smart. You see what I'm saying? So whether they're, well, Beyonce isn't a Trump supporter. Trump just said Beyonce, he wants to get her arrested. So if she is a Trump supporter, then he must be acting, because he just said Beyonce needs to be arrested because she took um, money from Kamala. So if she is a Trump supporter, then he must not know it. You know what I'm saying? He must not know it, because he was calling for her arrest. And if she's a Trump supporter, why was she performing at Kamala's? Right? And when he went and used her song, she declined him using her song. So if she is a Trump supporter, he must not know she is, or they're acting. And if that's the case, that is the smart way to do it. That's the smart way to do it. By not letting anybody know. Before social media, nobody knew who these celebrities voted for. That's when it was the best. It's best to know who they vote for. It's best not to know who they vote for. I don't care who they vote for. This is why social media messed everything up. Because now you have to know everything about the celebrity. I don't need to know everything about the celebrity. I just want to know their music. And whatever they're there to entertain me for. I don't care what religion they are. I don't care who they vote for. I just want to listen to your music, if that, or watch your movies if you're an actor. Listen to your music if you're a musician. I don't care about who you vote for. I don't care what your religious views are. Social media is the one that messed everything up when it comes to that. I know, Jocelyn. I was trying to. I sent you a message on Cash App explaining to you. You didn't read the message? Because I couldn't contact you. I sent you like a fake pay request on Cash App, and I said, "Don't accept this." I was just sending it to you so you can read the message. You know what I'm saying? and I let you know that my card is expired. So I was trying to give you a different way, but I couldn't contact you. That's why I left in that message. I left my number. I'm trying to, like I said, I needed to speak to you. So I'm going to email you after this. I need to speak to you. It's important. All right. So again, if they are Trump supporters, good for them. Like I said, I don't care whether they're Trump supporters or not. Only thing I care of um, is my community the most important thing to them, or their community. They're black, you know, they do a lot for the black community, but people want to try to spin this narrative that they don't, when they don't even look up what they do. All right, so people will just rather run with the narrative that everyone else says. Oh, they don't do anything, but you got to look up. Do you look up what they do for their community? No, if you don't look up what they do for their community, you're not gonna know. Right? It's what they do for their community. Right? I have absolutely no issue with either one of them. I have no issue with Beyonce and Jay-Z at all. I've personally done business with Jay-Z. I've never had any issue with him, business wise or anything else. I've done business with Diddy. I've never had any issue. Everybody's like, "Oh, Diddy cheats you out of this." He didn't cheat me. People are only gonna do to you what you allow them to do. It's the same thing like as a woman gets cheated on, just sitting around crying, "Oh, he keeps cheating on me." You keep taking him back? Well, yeah, but that's why he keeps cheating on you. People are only going to get away with what you let them get away with. And if you gonna sit up there with Diddy or anybody else and not read your contract or read the contract and sign it anyway, he gonna be like, "Oh, okay, cool." Everybody, you know how many people. Hell, look at what happened to TLC. Same thing. Pebbles got them to sign a contract without her, without them really knowing what was going on. You think she cared about TLC? Nope. She took them for all their money. They was, you know, sold all of the top selling female group and then have no money. You gotta read, man. And if it ain't what you want, don't sign it. Point blank, period. When Diddy tried, me and my brother, like when we first started working with him, he tried to get us to do some shit on some just so, oh, you're not gonna get paid, but oh, you just being around the mansion and seeing all these bad women and this and other, that should be enough for your payment. I was like, nigga, please. But, once we put our foot down and was like, nah. And I remember the only conversation I ever had with Diddy was the very first, like before we started filming parties for him. And he was like, oh, you gotta film the party, and then by the end of the night, I need all the footage like that you filmed. You'll get paid for filming. No, no, at first he was trying not to pay. He was like, oh, it's open bar, it's this. Oh, you in the pool, there's women everywhere, such and such and such. And then I'm sitting there like, okay, that's cool, but how much we getting paid? And then he was like, yeah, look at this. It's your playground. This place is your playground. Anything you want, you can have. Such and such and such. So I'm looking around like, okay, cool, yeah, the bitches is bad. Okay, cool. But how much are we getting paid for this? And then once I said that, when I said the line that got Diddy is I said, bruh, I've been around celebrities all my life. So being around celebrities up in your house don't really do nothing for me because I've been around celebrities all my life. Freaking Too Short is my cousin. My cousin is also a former Olympic boxer, gold medalist. So I've been around celebrities my whole entire life. So this don't mean nothing to me. Once I told his ass that, he was like, "Oh, okay, Playboy. Okay, so what's your rate?" And then we told him our rate, and he's like, "Okay, so you're gonna be responsible for filming the parties. Once the night is over, you give me back the footage. I give you the money, and that's the end of the business venture." And we did that 5 times. We filmed 5 parties for him. Got paid all 5 times with no issue. So I don't got no problem with Diddy. He ain't never did me dirty. You know what I mean? And the money was right. And Jay-Z rented me his club. He rented me his 40/40 club when he don't do that for nobody. But because it was two black filmmakers, me and my brother was showing our trailer. And our trailer, our movie was like mostly white people in the movie. So he didn't know that the directors of this was black. So then when we showed up trying to get a time slot to let us show our trailer in his club, he was like, "Oh, y'all the Club Brothers?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then he gave us a sweet deal to use the 40/40 when that's when the 40/40 was on fire, and he never rented out that club to nobody. He gave us the 40/40 for 3 hours to show our trailer, invite guests, everything, and we didn't have to pay him for it. Come on, man. I fuck with who fuck with me. I don't care about what happened with you and Jay Z. I don't care about what happened with this person and Jay Z. All I know is my experience with Jay Z was great. My experience with Diddy was great. My experience with Kim Kardashian was great. I'm not gonna turn on somebody when they didn't do me dirty. They didn't do me dirty. I can only go by my experience. That's why shout out to Takara. That's why I like what Takara said about Tyra Banks. She was like, "I'm not gonna drag Tyra Banks." You know what I mean? I'm not gonna drag Tyra Banks because everyone else's experience wasn't my experience. You know what I mean? So that's why I give Takara a lot of credit, cause she could have went up there and buried Tyra like everybody else, and she was like, "I'm not gonna do it because I had good experiences with Tyra." So you can't go up there and but she said, if these other people did not have a good experience with her, that breaks my heart, and I wish everybody had a great experience like I did, but they didn't. But I can't drag Tyra because I didn't experience that. And I was glad she said that. Right? I'm glad she said that. Because everybody's looking for it. And then she said, that's probably why I wasn't in the doc, because I didn't have any negative things to say about Tyra. So that's probably why I wasn't in the documentary. Mm-hmm. Me when I first had pictures and video. Remember, I first put up the video. I put up a couple because I still had some of the clips from some of the parties that we filmed, right? And I put them up on social media. Do you know that them clips wasn't up 24 hours before authorities hit me up? I don't know whether it was the FBI or whatever, but they saw me posting pictures of a party with Diddy, right? This is before the trial even came. They hit me up like, "Hey, do you got any stories? Did anything happen?" You said that you were filming, you know, uh, parties with Diddy. Uh, you got any stories where you were a victim? I was like, what? Hell no, I wasn't no damn victim. And they were like, oh, so what happened? Did you see anything? At the parties? I was like, yeah, I saw people dancing. I saw women in bikinis. You know, I saw people having a good time. That's what I saw. They're like, oh, did you see any minors? I was like, nope. Didn't see no minors. There was no minors at none of them parties I was at. Did you see women's being drugged? Nope. I said I saw people willingly taking drugs. Yes. I saw people willingly taking drugs, but I didn't see nobody coerce or force into taking no drugs. And they were all grown, so they did what they took it because they wanted to take it. And they asked me like a couple other things. I'm like, and they're like, okay, so if they want to reach out to you, they'll reach out later. But because I wasn't really giving them anything, they never contacted me back because I wasn't going to give them anything that's going to hurt, anything that was going to help their investigation. That's probably why they never contacted me back because I wasn't giving them anything juicy. Mm-mm. Yeah, so make sure y'all add the Twitch.tv. Twitch.tv, and it's Heaven Hollywood, so make sure. And the Patreon, of course, is Patreon. Go to Patreon, and it's the IENetwork. I got the Hefner files over there, which is absolutely crazy. Y'all think that the Epstein files or the files they're trying to hide? The Epstein file. The Epstein files is nothing. The Epstein files is nothing. I got the Hefner files over on Patreon. They're trying to keep everybody's mind. You know what? If we can keep their mind off the Epstein files, they won't come nowhere near. Because the Hefner files is going to bring down the whole entire house. It's going to bring down all of Hollywood. The Epstein files will just bring down the political houses. The Epstein files ain't going to bring down no Hollywood. Because Hollywood was barely in the Epstein files. Epstein files is mostly political people and business people. The Hefner files, that's Hollywood. That's Hollywood. And the things that they were involved in, and Hugh Hefner was the head of everything. That's what people don't want out. Mm-hmm. The Epstein files is just freaking politicians and business people. You know what I mean? Politicians, business people. Like nobody we really care about them. Epstein files, like the flight logs or whatever. I'm like, okay, who cares? Like the real list. The real list was a snooze fest. Nobody care. I don't care about these owners of places that I never even knew what their names were and stuff like that. That stuff don't interest me. I don't know who these people are. All I know is they're billionaires. That's it. But I don't know who they are. But the Hefner files, oh yeah, I know them. I know them. I know them now. For real. Yeah, I didn't say I was. Yeah. So while they try to dip and hide around these essays, the only reason why they started this war is because people won't let the Epstein thing go. And Trump can gaslight all these people who just believe everything he says, but they don't read. You gotta read. People don't read. So, and he stated before, he can punch some. He can go out in the middle of the street, go right now to the street, and knock somebody upside their head, and nobody will do nothing about it. They love me. They won't do anything about it. He already understands. He has a bunch of fools, a bunch of sheep following him, and they believe everything he says. They really try to believe and push that narrative that Trump turned in Epstein. Trump did not turn in Epstein. That's bullshit. Trump did not turn in Epstein. He did not whistleblow on Epstein. None of that. As a matter of fact, for years after Trump knew and found out what Epstein was doing, he kept it quiet and kept partying with him. It wasn't until 2008 when the police was already on his ass. The FBI was on his ass. Trump found out that the FBI was on his ass. Then he called the police. Like, oh yeah, thank God you guys got him. Because everybody knew what he was doing. Okay, yeah, Donald? Well, why didn't you tell? Why didn't you tell? You only went and contacted the police once you thought, uh-oh, this might come back on me. So let me try to cut it off at the path and speak to the police. See, but people don't read. People, Donald Trump, he turned in Epstein. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he did not. He did not turn in Epstein. Epstein was already pretty much turned in. They already knew what they had him, and this dude called up like, "Oh yeah, guys, oh good thing you got him." Like, fuck out of here. And then on top of that, when he was asked in 2019 about Jeffrey Epstein, they said, "Did you know he was running a traveling ban?" "I had no idea," he said. "But I thought you called the police in 2008." You see, when you read, you know things. But when you just read what Megan Thee Stallion said, as much as people try to clown Megan Thee Stallion, big bold background, big font, bold background. Don't read that. And she was absolutely right. I mean, all people want to do is read the big bold background, and they don't want to read. You know, they just see Beyonce in the Epstein files. Okay, well, how is she in there? Nobody cares. Oh, Beyonce's in Epstein files. That's all. Oh, I seen the Beyonce's in Epstein files. Yeah, you go in there, and how she's mentioned when somebody said, "Oh yeah, do you think you can get tickets to the Beyonce concert?" That's the only type of mention she has in those files. But the people that don't like Beyonce try to make it seem like, oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce was attached to Epstein. There's nothing in those files that say they were ever on the island. They ever rode on the flight. They ever rode on the jet. They wasn't in the flight logs. They wasn't nothing had nothing to do with that. No conversations had them tied to Epstein. You know that Nicki Minaj is in the Epstein files too, in the same exact way. Oh, the Barb's don't want to talk about that though. You go to the Department of Justice and you go to the Epstein file and type in Nicki Minaj. Her name comes up. Her name populates. Name populates 21 different times. Oh, but nobody want to talk about that though, right? Right, because she's not really in it, just like Beyonce isn't. Same thing with Ariana Grande. You put Ariana Grande's name in the Epstein files, her name comes up because somebody was talking about Ariana Grande, who was in the Epstein files, and they had a conversation about Ariana Grande. Right, so a whole lot of them are in it. You're gonna finally. It's gonna be hard to not find, to find a celebrity whose name don't come up, but you have to read the context. That's the difference. You have to read the context and what they're mentioning. But these celebrities mostly were not hanging with Epstein. It was mostly businessmen and politicians. A lot of these singers and that, they weren't hanging with Epstein. Like, they didn't know him like that. That was mostly those club, those team owners and stuff like that. But I'm about here. Y'all make sure tomorrow on Twitch, Jocelyn, I'm getting ready to email you back right now. Because I need to talk to you tonight. All right? All right, y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining me. Make sure you add the Twitch because tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on there. And get on the Patreon, man. Patreon is the IENetwork. Got a lot of crazy stuff on there, man. Thank each and every one of you for coming out with me tonight. Holla at y'all tomorrow. There's been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Peace.